To start this video off, from this image you can tell I love Percy Jackson. I read the original series back in 5th grade. I started The Lost Hero in 5th grade, but I couldn't finish it because there's barely any Percy. And the reason I even started the books is because I watched the movie. Now I know niggas don't like the movie, but I'ma be honest, I still fuck with it. But it is definitely a terrible Percy Jackson adaptation. Now recently, a friend of mine told me that I'm not a real Percy Jackson fan since I haven't watched the TV show. And then he started questioning me on Percy Jackson trivia. And he's a fairy tale fan, so his opinion shouldn't matter to me, because fairy tale fans never have good opinions. But then I realized, damn, I really don't remember much about Percy Jackson because I read the book when I was in 5th grade. So, now being a 19-year-old, I reread all the books, the original series, and then I read most of Heroes of Olympus. I'm still on House of Hades. And all I gotta say is Percy Jackson is one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever made. It's better than Harry Potter. Percy Jackson as a main character is just better than Harry Potter, even though it's been a long time since I've seen Harry Potter. But fuck that nigga and his parents, his 2 dead parents. Because you know who parents aren't dead? Percy's parents, because they wouldn't go out like a bitch. Also, Percy doesn't beef with niggas look like this. And his best friend isn't a ginger, so that automatically makes him a better main character and person in general. But that's besides the point. Anyway, okay. Percy Jackson is a great series. And when I watched the season 1 of the TV show, and season 1 was okay, I enjoyed it. It was a good adaptation. I didn't like some of the changes, but there were some changes that I did enjoy. The main thing I didn't like was the whole casting of Hades. In the book, this nigga was menacing as fuck. He was an asshole, but not like an actual evil ass nigga though. Nigga just wanted to do his job and he wanted his helm back. That's it. But he was just as much of an asshole as Zeus. By using Percy's mom so he can have the helm and the master bolt so he can bargain with Zeus. And when Percy escaped this nigga, he caused an earthquake in Vegas. And when that happened, I was like, oh damn, that was a cool moment. I wonder how the show's gonna show that off. And when I got to the show, I got this nigga. This nigga is not threatening at all. Zeus, Poseidon, them niggas threatening. But honestly, yeah, besides Hades, season 1 was, pretty good. Because the rest of the shit that I had a problem with, couldn't be explained because, budget cuts, they don't have a big ass budget. And they don't have a lot of episodes. The pacing is more quicker than the books. Which I understand, it's the first season and they're trying to test if niggas are gonna like it or not. Wait, I almost forgot something. I wish they kept Sally killing Gabe in the show, because that's one of my favorite parts of the book. But I know they couldn't do that because it's under Disney and they don't want to show hint at domestic abuse in something they own. Now season 2 is where I actually have problems with the show, because season 2 is definitely way better than season 1, but I have way more problems with season 2 than season 1. The first thing I have to say is, Disney, give these niggas a bigger budget. I am tired of these short ass fights. Also, give these niggas longer episodes. Not longer, more episodes. Because god damn, nigga, this should be going by fast. Okay, let me stop being negative and let me talk about something good about season 2. TV show Tyson, I fuck with this nigga heavy. Nigga definitely better than the book version. Because the book version, he not all the way there in their head. That nigga, he has the brain of a 5-year-old. Which makes the TV show version way better, because that nigga just a cool ass nigga. I started to fuck with that nigga when he blew up Luke's ship. That was a cool ass moment. And the Polyamous fight, it was cool. For a couple seconds we saw that shit. Okay, time to be negative again. These niggas should get a bigger budget, because I wanted them to add the fucking dodgeball fight in the show, because that is the best opening in any Percy Jackson book. I wanted to see live action Tyson fucking obliterate those fucking cannibal niggas with those bronze balls. But that shit got cut out because nigga, we only got 8 episodes. We can't we can't spend half of the episode fucking doing the dodgeball shit, which was, it would have been fun though. It would have been fucking fun. Speaking of the cannibal niggas, I was not expecting for them to appear this much throughout the fucking show because, like, why the fuck they the only monsters on the ship? Like, show Luke's ship is just full of fucking demigods and like cannibals. Like, there's no other monsters. Where the fuck are the snake bitches? Like, were the cannibal niggas all we could get in the budget? Like, can't Half-Blood, nigga, that shit look boring as fuck. Like, where the fuck the satyrs at? The dryads, the bitch that be in the oceans and shit. Like, Disney, give this nigga Rick a bigger budget to work with. Like, have him add actual monsters in this bitch. Because I'm tired of these fucking dumbass demigods. Like, I thought season 2 would have like more episodes. Like, not a lot, like probably like 10 episodes. Like, there's just 2 more. And some of the changes that they did in season 2, I definitely understand why they changed that shit. Like Clarice's ship, I can definitely see why they changed the members on that crew. Because in the book, them niggas on her crew were Civil War South soldiers. So, like, Disney don't want to, show racist niggas on the crew. But I didn't need to get a whole episode dedicated to her, getting them niggas on her side. I didn't need that. It was nice seeing her perspective, but like I didn't really need that. Another change I definitely understood was the Bear twins. I definitely understood why they took the niggas out the show. Because their backstory, fucking wild. And they're really not that important. Deadass, they're really like only there just for Tyson just to fuck them niggas up, which I kind of wish we got in the show. Like, all the elements like in the book that relate to real world history, I understand why they took out the show. Like how like the real reason like Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades like said they weren't going to have any more kids because their last kids, started World War II. Like, nigga, this is Disney. They can't just say, hey, yo, Hades, his kids are, Hitler and some Nazis. Now, a great change that they did in the show was making Polyhemus actually smart and like terrifying. Like, he's a million times better in the show. Now, this is what pisses me off about Polyhemus in the show. Because in the book, they jump that nigga. Like, Clarice, Grover, Percy, they jumped the fuck out that nigga. Cutting that nigga up, just stabbing that nigga. And Tyson pulls up, start boxing that nigga. But in the show, this nigga Tyson fucking off screens this nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, this nigga Tyson Blackbeard this nigga. Nigga falls off the cliff and just never seen again. Like, this nigga Polyhemus sucks so bad that this nigga's a fraud in the book and the show. Now, what's another change that I like or dislike? Okay, now a change that I dislike is that they took out Martha and George, Hermes' snake staff. Like, bro, they're such fun-ass characters. But something I did like is how, in the final episode, and then Luke and Percy was fighting, I like how they showed how that nigga Percy can't beat Luke in a fight currently. Like, that nigga, doesn't stand a chance. Like, I fucking loved when that nigga Luke started doing that nigga Percy, like how Takasugi did Gintoki. Now, something I fucking hate about season 2. Where the fuck is Charles, Travis, Connor, Selena? Where the fuck are they at? Why the fuck do I get Allison before any of those 4? Those characters allow us to be more attached to the camp, because without them, the camp is just full of nameless ass niggas. How am I supposed to care about niggas going to attack the camp when I don't care about no niggas at the camp? Like, Travis and Connor are the George and Fred Weasley of Percy Jackson. But most importantly of all, where the fuck is Charles? Like, that nigga's one of Percy's most closest friends at camp. Like, he helped Tyson learn how to blacksmith. He's in a very important character in like the original series. And that nigga better appear in season 3. And Allison better get done the worst way in season 3 or 4. If she's not used to bring more character to Apollo, then she's a fucking waste of a character. Her character is annoying, and I just feel like she's just non-threatening. She's also a bow user in the Percy Jackson universe, which means you're never going to have a good moment with that bow. Like, her character is useless because we already have a character like her in the series that hasn't appeared yet. Like, they could have introduced that Asian nigga, like, in season 2, instead of making a whole new character named Allison. Okay, I'm done ranting about Allison. What else to rant about? Oh yeah, that nigga Percy has to be like allergic to use any like part of his powers in the show. Because a big part of Sea of Monsters is that nigga Percy was learning new aspects of his power. Like how he can like single-handedly control ships. And he can like immediately know the location of stuff that's in like the ocean. Like I didn't mention this during like when I was talking about the Luke and Percy fight, but in the book their fight was so much better because them niggas were actually boxing and it lasted longer. And like Percy was using his powers because he knew he couldn't beat Luke like in a straight on fight. And before I talk about the final battle and the Thalia twist, I have to just say the whole Annabeth Siren shit, that shit was so trash in the show. I'm just have to be honest with you. That shit was just trash. Because in the book, you know, that shit was a very emotional and like cute moment for Percy and Annabeth. But like for the show, nigga, I was like, nigga, what the fuck was that? Now let's talk about that dumbass final battle. Nigga, that entire battle was fucking dog shit. Like, nigga, that battle scene was just like boring looking. It was just not good choreography. Well, let me take that back. Luke versus Percy has some good choreography, but that shit was short as fuck. Like, I'm gonna say this again. Why the fuck is it only demigods fighting? Like, this is a show about mythical creatures and monsters, and in this big ass battle where both sides should have mythical creatures and monsters, they don't have them. And I understand why the niggas don't have that much budget. But why have a big final battle when you don't have the budget for a good big final battle? But the thing that made me laugh about this final battle was the whole cutting down the tree thing. Because you niggas are in the middle of a fucking battle. You think that you're gonna have enough time to cut down a whole ass tree. Like, none of you niggas have super strength besides the cannibal niggas. Like, look at Allison's weak ass swing. Like, you were in the middle of a battle. Nigga, why you cutting down that tree? A nigga gonna fucking shoot you in the back with an arrow or some shit. Also, why the fuck didn't Luke let the rest of the big niggas in the fucking camp? He let one big nigga into the camp. And that nigga like wasn't doing his job. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. If these niggas wanted to bring down the tree, nigga, why don't you just burn it? Like, I feel like that's a quicker method. Or let all the big niggas in so they can take out the tree. Like, what the fuck? Now, I'm going to talk about the big Thalia twist. And I like that change. Like, Thalia is already a good character in book 3. But there definitely could have been like more like... Rick could have definitely added more to her character in book 3. And he added it in the show by having her actually have like way more beef with Zeus. Since he turned her into a tree to punish her. Unlike in the book when he did it to like save her. But before this twist happened and they showed that like Thalia, like the niggas she fought were the Three Furies, I was like disappointed because I'm like, nigga, that's why I almost killed you? Like, because in the book she got jumped by like several monsters, like a shit ton. Like the Furies, some other niggas, some Cyclops, I believe. Like, she was getting jumped. Like, we didn't like see it or anything, but every time someone mentioned that shit in the book, they said like a shit ton of monsters like was jumping her. But she was like still boxing with them niggas though, man. Like, nigga, Zeus turned her into a tree before she like died. But in the show, when it showed that it was only 3 Furies, I was like, damn, nigga, show Thalia fucking sucks. Because like, nigga, the 3 Furies fucking suck at their job. Like, they're so easy to like take out. Like, you telling me the daughter of Zeus can't beat 3 Furies? Like, nigga, Annabeth, like, easily killed that nigga Percy. That nigga, like, accidentally killed a Fury. They suck. Like, if that twist did not happen, I would have been calling Thalia a fraud in the show. Like, show Thalia, she would have been called a fraud. Like, bruh, the 3 Furies have to be, like, the biggest bums in Percy Jackson. Like, right next to Polyphemus. Because, like, as a daughter of Zeus, and she couldn't beat 3 Furies, then niggas need to stop comparing her to my nigga Percy. But honestly, yeah, that's it. You know, season 2, it was okay. Kind of boring for some of it, like a dadass, I'll be honest. The Thalia backstory episode with Annabeth was kind of boring for me. I didn't really care. And Thalia being British, yeah, I'm guessing we're not getting Heroes of Olympus. Because I am racist against British people. These niggas right here are the only cool British people. But besides that, I can't wait for season 3. You know, it's gonna be good. I hope that you know, shit gets real. I hope they actually, you know, they increase the budget. And I can definitely accept season 3 as being like 8 episodes. Because, like, you know, book 3 is definitely like the shortest book of the 5. And besides that, I guess, subscribe. Go look at my other videos about comics and shit. And fuck Lana Lang. And if you're a fairy tale fan, your life is worth this. Wait. Also, fuck Smallville.